Yeah, so what we're doing, we're going to check out the HackTheBox stuff. Here, we're going to add something. Add a little file. Yeah, starting the Pwnbox virtual machine. And this is a to-do here, right? So I added it, but it didn't actually do much. So connecting using VPN, this is the only thing I've done always, you know. And this instruction is both for uh, using the enterprise bit, which is what you do if you have a HackTheBox meetup. HackTheBox will give you that for the meetup. So you can set boxes too for people to do that don't pay for HackTheBox for a few days. So that's very nice. So we need the instruction if you're taking part of a meetup and if you're doing labs. So both of them need to work for this. If you're taking part of a meetup and yeah, to do. Let's start with opening the other one too. So VPN and let's how to download VPN file from. Oh, I have a header there too. So how does this really look at the web page? So we're going to do a box using the Pwnbox, and I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll just do the first bit and, you know, just like an nmap scan, managing to copy and paste in between, having all those things in there, and then we might hop over to normal VM. On that, actually, let's connect to it because I don't plan to do it the painful way if I can avoid it, you know. Yeah, my habit now is before I type a password, I check that I don't have the camera on my keyboard. And the camera's not actually there either in my backpack still since last week. Probably not that good for the battery. So we have our little Proxmox Kali machine here. So let's start that, and we'll just have this on in the background until we need it, because we will, right? We will need it. So, right, reminds me of something. I should check that the stream seems to be working. Yeah, seems to be working. And I want to see the stream there. Good. So, let's copy a bit. So, I have just collected the buttons and the images, and what I did for this one, right, I can open that up again. So, watching a YouTube video. I'm getting started with bug bounty. So, I'm making notes, of course. So, let's compare these. I did copy the first images because they're the same, right? And it's the same for down here. But so from here we should copy until here. There. Yeah, let's add that. And we'll just be putting some more screenshots. That's something new. Some more screenshots here and see what happens. How to download a VPN file. So this is second level. I'm gonna look at what it looks like in the browser too. How to start and use. No, how to start the and I didn't even know this existed, which is like, right? Embarrassing because I never used it. How to start the Pwnbox. Let's say on HackTheBox there too. On HackTheBox. And then we're actually going to have a second header, just as this one has. This says starting the VPN. Yeah, I don't even have it on Windows, right? Maybe that needs to be added, but I'm kind of thinking the real noobs will be using the Pwnbox, right? The beginners. And I have run OpenVPN on Windows with GUI, but I don't really want to install it and make screenshots. But we can. So this is also the same level header, and then parentheses for Linux, and this is the same for both. Yeah, so we should have a two header with using the Pwnbox. And very much to do here, right? Very much to do. And then it's time to just check the web page, and then we're going to make the rest of the instructions. And we will also be, why do I have two up? We'll also open Enterprise here. So normal and Enterprise. So let's go to my page. Oh, I forgot to say notes. Yeah, last time I did that, we have started hearing the audio from stream because it's on the page. So we just click security, tools and info, and we click hack the box instructions. And this is the one we're going to add to, which says to do. And then we have the old one. Yeah, so we have this header, we see this too on the same page. It kind of looks, we don't really need both, do we? So this is one of several headers here, right? We have two headers. Yeah, so that's why we had it. Because, yeah. Okay, I can agree with that. And if we go back, let me do this one again. So we will see the header we just added in between here now. This is what it looks like in Obsidian. Goody good. Well, I keep saying goody good the whole stream. So let's just do it, so we done later. First steps, as my instructions say, click here. Alright, we need to start share X2 because that's what I use for the screenshots. It's very easy to take screenshots. And right, machines. And then we need a screenshot for clicking the Pwnbox. I'm just comparing, so I didn't show the full thing for clicking OpenVPN. Then I don't need to show the whole thing for clicking this, right? And yeah, and it's parrot too. So it's just not as pretty as Kelly. I don't know. It's just that I'm used to it maybe, but I did try both before I choose which one to use. So with our little arrow there, let's take a screenshot of this. This will be quite quick, really. Depending on how much I can see the color difference here. I just wanted to test. Whatever, that's good enough anyway. So let's paste it here. So this is normal maps. There. So it looks the same as this. And now I have to click the button. Right. Before I had I used code that was not the plus version, and now I did. Pwnbox location. So why? Yeah, we'll have to go through this, and because we're the one the US one, right? And I'm in Stockholm, and that's where we have the meetup. So this is the same for everybody that I will be like helping. So let's show this. Then I have the VPN Plus. So I don't know if it looks different for other people, but this is yeah, right. So this is not the, oh gosh, why did I start up there? I don't know. We need here. There. Can't I even see the difference of the colors? That's why. It's not like it has to be exactly the right spot or anything. Gosh. Yeah, so bright light, I have my window, the blind thingy is like just open a little bit, but it's still very bright. So obviously here we need to select your region. Oh, that's big text. Not that I can change it. It's just the zoom I happen to have on there. Yeah, it'll be this size here too. So now let's click, and we need to screenshot this. And which one is the best for me? Not Australia, definitely right. So 51 in Germany. The lowest paying. I can't even spell lowest. Lowest thing. And we're gonna paste a screenshot of this here. Oh, Canada is 30 and Germany 51. So I should go with Canada. Well, and also here, west and east, it's quite the difference here, right? So let's just update this page because I'm curious if these numbers are the same. So machines, Pwnbox, here. Now Canada has 6 milliseconds. This is a funny screenshot, right? Select the lowest and I go Germany. Maybe I should go Canada. Is this consistent? I'm obviously in Canada, right? I'm not in Europe at all anymore. You will reveal I've been lying all this time. Hmm. Oh, that's so funny. So, what's up with my ISP? That's what I'm thinking. Why is why does it look like I'm a totally different place? And now I can learn 144, right? So that seems more like and we have UK and Germany. I feel like I'm faking the screenshot here now, but this one is actually looks like UK is better here. So Germany is probably closer. Yeesh. They're about to say no. Germany must be closer. But as we're making a screenshot here now, and I'm not really gonna use this anymore. So this is just for the screenshot, you know. So let's make a screenshot. It feels very fake. Yes, indeed. And I can't see the edge. I have a thought on fixing a little bit of that at least. There. I'm like, why is it not updating? Oh, because I've frozen the image. It was like, how dark did it get here? So, right next to my screen, I have the light. And let's see. There, so we click UK too for real. And now it says UK, right? VPN access. And I'm thinking we want this one, right? Or I should do this one. Yeah, for an instruction, we will do this, right? I have to test everything. And yeah, I guess I should have a tiny screenshot of this, right? It's just that it's so tough seeing the edges, so it's hard making the screenshots because it's. I'll just pull the curtain down. Let's do that. So now shouldn't we blind it? And I have no light from the front right now because I can't see it otherwise to make the screenshot. So there. No, that was easy. That was easy. Yeah. So I'm just pasting, and then we click, and we set EU free, and we go here, I guess, and should we show it all? Why not? Why not? So so we click this one, we show the full thing. We do this one, and then we do that. So it's not as much information for this one in the image. Let's write okay, right? And so EU free. And then for the last one, we're gonna have to do it again. Oh, this is annoying that I can't have the lights on. And also, I totally drank too much before stream. Biology has saying stuff, right? So we have the lowest number on this one, so let's go with this. And I don't care so much about the screenshot position because it's like almost the same color anyway, right? So let's select the server with the least with the lowest number, with the least amount of users. Oh well. Is it too detailed? So I say at the start, just click the buttons in the images, right? But I have some text here too. And we need to show the full thing when it's done here. So we do the 2. And then we have this one is green. Then I'm gonna make a screenshot of all of it. And I did start that for some stupid reason because I wanna have the lights on. There. So, and now you can start the Pwnbox. Let's do uppercase P there too. Why squiggle it when it has an uppercase P like a name? I don't know, but there's also links to introduction to lab access and troubleshooting and no trouble connecting. And we can make these links because I think they're, let's just see. So this is obviously a link, right? Middle mouse click doesn't do anything. So I actually, for the first time, I'm not manually writing this, but using its functionality to add the link. And trouble connecting will also be a link. And let's open that one too. And oh, I didn't say external link, so it did the wrong kind of link. If I clicked it, it would have made a new page. So there. It's just square parentheses about what you want to show and normal parentheses around the link. So you should just type it. So link E links. Should we have an image for this? Of course, because we have it for everything else, so why not? Let's just close down those and I'll just do a screenshot without the mouse here. So we don't really need that, right? Because we have the links here. So people can click these if they're already on here. And then we're like done with that bit, right? Though I guess we should start it. And continue on the using spectator link. Open SSH. This is interesting. So I've never seen this before ever. So of course we need to end the instruction with the like success when we have it, and we have to actually start it, right? So instead of what we had before, we have instead view instance details and all of this. So let's make a little bit longer text about this one. Oh, right, you can't even see it because it's underneath my head there. So let's grab the whole thing here. Something like that. Or do we want this? Nah, we already had it in there. So, when the box has started, you can connect. And if you just need SSH access, you can use that link. We will using the open desktop link. And I have the mouse button on there, right? So open desktop. So Clicking, open desktop. We'll open the virtual machine. Should we have uppercase? Virtual machine. In a separate browser tab. And this is actually here. We could like full screen this, of course, but it doesn't work in F11 because it's sent here, right? So we have to. Come on. No, I think it's all sent. Interesting. So if I'm in this one and I do Alt, I get the menu. But if I'm here, I don't. And also Alt F, for example, doesn't work. So how would you then get the menu? You would have to open it up. View, full screen. So we can get the full screen if we want to. But most people won't have several screens, especially when they're at a meetup, right? Because they will have a laptop. So I don't know if screenshots in this view is good or not. So let's just explore this for myself first, so I know what it looks like. LibreOffice I have locally on my Windows. I've given totally open Microsoft Office. And we have Firefox, Random, Tiger VNC Viewer. I don't think I've used that. So games. Who wants games in a VM like this? Why? They're waiting for results from something or what? Waiting for burps. Pen testing. Most used tools. Yeah, so we can like make a screenshot here somewhere. So programming. Yeah, so code is installed. System services. Okay. So I guess we should have a screenshot of this, but with it in a tab, right? Not this view. So I'm thinking we're going to put this in a separate one, and we'll have this one. Maybe just have it there. So if I Alt tab now, it will still go outside, right? So we could have it full screen. If you want go tab to use VM, and let's explain what VM is. If you want the VM to use your full screen, which might be useful sometimes, so I'm assuming we can do this in Chrome too. Let's see. So I have Chrome up here for the TTS. So if we click here, okay. So when I click the Alt, it's marked a circle. So how do I full screen this with the menu? This is like not that menu. So totally not the thing I want. So what if I do Alt F? I still get this menu. Doesn't it have an actual menu? Oh well. Let's assume people use Firefox. How is it in Edge? I should have it, right? I don't want to open it though. I don't want to make the computer think I want to use this ever. Sorry, people. I'm not a fan of this. I don't want this. Come on. Can't I even click there? Still more stuff. I don't want to use this browser. Doesn't it understand? Yeah, I don't want anything. I just want to know if I can get the menu. And animations at once. And I'm like, help. Get rid of that page. And now we selected dark, right? Or rather default, which is dark. So let's go to something reasonable. Let's do SE. The Google I can improve. So now we have a dark page I can think. Now right click there. So what about Alt? We got the little dots again. So Firefox is the only thing that uses an actual menu still. And there's no view in here. Because as key combinations are locked when you're in the VM, you can't use it. So let's just simply suggest people to use that. So we'll say in the instructions, I'm just gonna make sure I can see OBS again there. Right, and I'm always in the wrong spot, right? Oh, and didn't do that. So if you're using Firefox, you can full screen the VM by going to menu, right, clicking the toolbars, a toolbar, and select show menu. Let's actually check that that's what it's called. Menu bar. Select menu bar. Menu bar. And then select full screen in the view menu. So confirming that this is true. Menu bar. I guess it doesn't work here. So this might be a bit finicky for people to get back from then, because I can just add a new tab and F11, right? And we can also F11 in another tab and then go to this to get. Maybe that's a better way to do it instead of messing with the right click. Maybe this will even work in Chrome and others. Oh, wrong program. They're close. They're similar. The icons for ShareX and Chrome, similar. So if we open up a new tab or anything, and we have 11 here, it will full screen, right? And assuming that it's the same thing, I should close that down because it took yes will die. In Edge, that I hope never to have to open again. So people don't like Trump. Oh, what a big surprise. Animations on web pages. So let's Google so I can think. Today, this time I did Google Com instead of SE. Guess we just F11, right? And it works. Just making sure. Those are the browsers I have. If someone else something else, I'm assuming the same. For V by opening another tab. Pressing F11 to full screen, and then switching back to the VM tab. This as the F11 is caught by the, and this will be just a parenthesis, maybe all of it, by the VM. So if you're, oh, good thing I read that again. You can full screen the VM by opening another tab, pressing F11 to full screen it. And I use different ways of typing it. And then switching back to the VM tab. Let's uppercase VM. This SF11 is caught by the VM on that tab. And there. So now everybody should, if they want to, have a full screen machine. And let's just make a screenshot there, I guess. We could like for click. And as this is quite big, we can pipe 800, for example. And we don't have to have that mega huge, right? Just a general overview of what it will look like for someone who didn't do it already. The Pwnbox runs Pirate, which is a Linux version. Let's make it not complicated. So a lot of the people that were there last time, they didn't know a lot. So if you click the 9 green if you click the icon in the upper right corner, no, left corner, you see the menu. Quite a few programs are pre-installed. And let's just paste the little image we made. So we can see that these are the most used, and then you can scroll down, right? Is that obvious? To open the command line. It's funny to write this before you have even tested it, but I'm assuming we have there. So let's actually make a screenshot of this first. Because I didn't, right? that one. You see the menu, and to open the command line, here is PowerShell. Oh, we have Wireshark, burp, code, Pluma. Never used it in Firefox. So to open a terminal, I should say, instead. I think that's better. Oh, that is annoying. I can't see. I did totally too long there. So well, let's do this instead. I guess that's good. To open the, let's do terminal command line. Click the green square. Let's. There's an image. We don't need more, right? In the easy access program bar, we also see Firefox, internet browser, and the name of the editor was Pluma. Text editor, code editor, burp. Should I say burp suit? Internet proxy and more. Wireshark. Network. I was thinking packet numbers. No. Network traffic. Packets. There. And well, bash.
Pandatong says,
Good morning. Be back in a few. Already stuck on the phone at work.
Oh gosh. Have a great day there at work, Panda. Hope the phone call is good. Hope it's nice people. Let's do bash terminal. I didn't do uppercase for any other explanations. So then we have PowerShell. Well, PowerShell terminal. We see. We included this one, right? So not also. These are all. I don't know if I include PowerShell on Linux. should I say a text editor, a internet browser? That would be stupid, right? So let's continue. What else? Applications, places, system. So this is actually the same, right? And then we have places and system. So I don't imagine someone who's a beginner at HackTheBox would need to change any settings in the Pirate machine. But just for my own sake, let's just check through this. Holler. And I'm not sure I will ever use this again, but we also have a menu here. It's like a start menu in a VNC config. So how would I get rid of this? Is it this? Oh gosh, this is why I don't like Parrot 2. So is this the same as the normal menu, but a Windows compatible look? Control Center instead of Control Panel, right? System tools, programming. They don't expand like the ones on top. I think I'll just ignore this. Here's pen testing. Yeah. So here's just all of the things. And that could be useful. The pen testing tools are also available. So let's add one for this, right? The pen testing tools are also available in the Windows style. Style menu. Why do I keep saying menu in Swedish spelling? In the lower left. Or lower left. In the lower left corner. I'm not gonna say off the screen, that's too much words with no meaning. Pen testing. And yeah, I spelled it the same way they did, no space or anything. So here, just as a long list. Here, they are not categorized. Yeah. That's what I wanted. No, I just misspelled it. Oh, no H. And with the C. So that was right. You never know which one it wants. But it usually wants the American stuff, right? Here they're not categorized, but just in alphabetical order. There. So that could be useful if we just like, my God, where did they put this tool? In which category? I can't find it. And it's a UI tool. Is it in there even? You know? So I'm thinking it's been an hour since I tried to wake one of my kids up, so I'm trying to wake him up again. Yes, a meeting tomorrow and a doctor's appointment in 2 days. So it'll be 2 seconds. I don't think he'll move much, but if he does, it will figure a little bit more. We can turn on the news. So. Gubben. Hej älsklingen. Är du lite vaken? Gubben. När var det du somnade? Vet du det? Gubben. När somnade du? Ska du sova lite till? Nu är klockan 14:30 gubben. Gubben. Klockan är 14:30 nu. Ska du vakna? Så du kan somna ikväll sen. Gubben. Vakna lite, vakna. Probably for this. Or early, I guess you could say, right? So we don't have much more to do here. We need also the copy pasting, right? So so let's call this I'm like general orientation doesn't say anything, right? Basics, visual basics, not good enough. More like where to find programs, because that's what I say, right? Full screening, and then where to find. Here, where to find programs. And let's not have a header on this. That's the start. And then it's where to find programs. And then we do copy and paste. As it's a VM and it's in a browser tab. I'm assuming there's a special way for this. And I think that I found it. So what is this green thing? Restore hidden windows. Come on. No pop-up text? Clipboard. Yeah. So we just grab a little screenshot of this bit. I'm making it bigger than it needs to be just to make sure that people see that it's in the little corner there. In the lower right, click the little clipboard in the lower right corner to access the clipboard, which is crazy. Not needed. And then we'll screenshot this. And we will start. No marked area. Like something like that. The clipboard will pop up. When you use CTRL plus C and in the VM to copy something, it will show up here. You can also should we do one of these too? It's quite obvious, right? And it's just my menu in the browser. So I'll just copy a text so we can test it. Because making a guide, and let's copy something else in my machine, right? We copy this, and then we go here, and we paste, and it will still be, you can also, until we paste it here, and we paste again. Now we get the new one. Then we copy this, we go here, and we can see the full thing, right? And this, I don't like. I wonder if you can configure it. Now I've used Pwnbox. You can also use you can also paste things from your computer and paste here, and then paste in the VM to get it there. That's this is a workaround. Unnecessary workaround. Okay. And let's do that. It's quicker. This is a necessary workaround since the VM is running in the browser. Yeah, I think it's quite, it is simpler than the try hack me one with the side thingy. I saw that also in when we don't use Spice as a VM for this. Then let's actually log into this too. So a big part of starting to use Proximox instead was making sure that copy and paste works without having to do something like this. Yes, and I don't use this background, please. I hate this image. It's horrible. I don't know why they use that one when they have this pretty one. So so I have put dots at the end of the sentences here. I usually don't in the instructions, but they're still separate lines. When you use Ctrl+C in the VM to copy something, it will show up here. To copy something, it will show up here. You can paste things from your computer and paste here, and then paste it in the VM. This is a necessary workaround since the VM is running in the browser. So yeah, we're looking forward to this. 2 days. 2 days until the meetup. So I'm early this time, not sitting there the night before. So we need to finish the special one for this too, and make sure that this Pwnbox looks the same. So using the Pwnbox, and we have a little introduction with an image with a screenshot, where to find programs, and then we have the copy and paste. I was thinking of adding something about the command line here too, right? More like you do in a command line basics, right? Maybe we should do a command line basics. So from the index, have a command line basics, Linux command line basics, because I did teach that to several people last time. Well, at least one. Like, how do you list files? How do you switch directories? Very basic, you know? It's not in my notes. This is just about how to start the box, right? Not how to start doing it. Though we have the cap, and I do ping. Yeah, I think I should continue a little bit on this one too. But maybe we should add a command line basics. And these need headers. Two keys at once. Connecting to HackTheBox. And then we have let's do basic knowledge. Doing your first box. And I'm gonna say boxes and add another one, right? And we might actually do a box to add here today, if it happens to be a good one. We'll see. I don't think I will actually. Yeah, I want to run a few commands and have screenshots from the Pwnbox for the basic knowledge, right? Like here. We didn't actually open bash. Because I used this to add information. Let's add it here. But then it's not there for people using VPN. But if they have their own VM, they already know how to do LS. But I still want it to be general, right? Linux command line basics, terminal basics. I don't know. I kind of want both there. So people who don't, oh gosh, I did a space when I wanted to hop to where I was thinking of. And now we want this one to be a link that we just click. Come on, there, and it generated this one. Linux terminal command line basics. All right, that's what it did. So it added a totally new one because we had a slash in there. That's not what I want. So let's delete that one. And let's do parentheses. Command line. There. Now we click. Now it also ended up here because we didn't have a path in HackTheBox where I wanted it, right? Not that it's only for that, really, but you know, it's why we're doing it. So, and then we also link this from. So let's copy that link into here. More about bash here. So I think I'll move it to just after the screenshot. And then we do this bit, which is connected to the screenshot. And we could actually do a font tag here and make it tinier. So font size equals, I don't know, it was 8 a good one? And then we do a font end tag. And 8 is huge. 1, 2. Yeah, it breaks the link, right? So I'm gonna remove it because when we have HTML tags, the markdown is broken. So we'd have to edit this a lot. So before we start with this, I'm going to make the first bit here on a meetup. Let's do this quickly, right? We need the same screenshots that we did here. So let's just hop over to, no, I was right. So here, I I'm not sure though if this looks exactly the same for people who don't happen to be administrators on the thing, because, you know, hiring new talent. I can't get rid of this. Whatever. Let's, this is already in the screenshots, and also this, because it's the same for the VPN, right? And I copied from the VPN these two. So no to do. Now we're gonna do it. So we clicked EU Meetup 1, and now we're going to do Pwnbox. And it looks almost exactly the same as the other one, but I'm grabbing the screenshot now. So, and this is why I have my little app to close that down, because I can't see the color change. So we're soon about to do a box, okay? So don't give up on me. And when we click here, we get let's see what this looks like. You own a web-based parallel Linux instance to play your labs. So I can't actually click here. I have to click here. That's a bit of a bug. It's because the size, the width of this is not the same as here. It's tinier. Here it's wider. And that's why I'm making a new screenshot. So obviously, so we have to like show that they need to click here. Let's screenshot that then. Show the images. And are we getting funny pings again? No, actually not. Now it is the West Coast. It is the US West Coast. Before we had Canada. Now Canada is low. So I tell people to select the best one. We would do US then, right? But I can be ugly and scrollless. I'm gonna F5. That's how we got rid of the Canada one. There, it grabbed new things. 24. Let's just hide it. We can't see what it says, can we? Is it 2 or 3, though? I'll redo it because it needs to be a bit logical for people, right? And these are going to be in Sweden. Oh, look. Now we got a high one here. So just now it was 34 or something. And now we have also Germany and UK being the best. I guess we do Germany this time because it happens to be lower. We did UK last. So let's ask people to use the lowest one. So I almost clicked F5 instead of F4 there. So we can also see the width of the drop down there it's a bit buggy. So people are talking midsummer on my phone. And let's steal the text. Select your region. The lowest pay. So not US, because it will go back up to be mega big. We had like 20 something, right? Funny. So then we had a little screenshot of this and this. So it looks different here, right? So if we select now Germany, we just get start. So we don't have to select the DPI access type or anything. So it is different. That's why I'm making two guides. So I kind of can see the edge. And there, we're done with the screenshots. The bright is noticeable now, but I usually don't notice it after. So there. So this is much shorter than this one. There are also links to trouble connecting. This one is not there. Well, we need a new little link here. So, and I'm grabbing this, but we're not gonna use all of it then. So a link to. There's also a link to trouble connecting, which is obviously trouble connecting, right? There's also links to. We don't need the. There's also links to introduction to lab access and trouble connecting. And there's no oopsie. The new one there. I think I want that. So on the connect, you can now start the Pwnbox. And after that, we had the links, and then when the box is started, you can connect. Actually, let's copy the whole thing and just switch images because I'm assuming they will look different. So let's start. Instance lifetime, initialize instance, added user account, configure VNC and user account. So start a VNC server. Started configuring firewall. Quite cute that we can see what it's doing, right? We don't have to just wait. We're going to do a box very soon. I think people left. So, but you never know about the Twitch numbers. So YouTube stays kind of the same. So this is the information from this. It looks different, but still quite similar. And I just got the view instance details here. Right, the unlimited here. What does this one say? 759. It keeps saying the same number here. So what if I update this page? We're almost done with the instructions now. This is a very last bit. Very, very last. Yeah. Oh? So as I'm new, I'm not running a box. I'm quite sure I didn't start this one. Yeah, now we're back here. It says 6:53. So I think this is a screenshot I wanted to take, right? I'm just comparing this bit. I skipped that for it, and I'll do it here too. So instance lifetime 2. So this is minutes. So this might be that I actually had it running for 6 hours when I tested it last time, because I just at the HackTheBox meetup I did start it, to see where it was, and then I probably never closed it down. So it might have been like some default value there. This is funny though, the 2 minutes. So let's make a little mouse pointer there and grab the screenshot. And then we're gonna do a box. So I felt that I needed to have this done first. Where is the end? So, yeah, hop back to the right screen. Now this phone is funny. So I'm gonna fix this. We can fix this now. That's what it looks here. Now I can connect. If you just need a message, we're gonna click that link. We will continue using the open desktop. And of course, I need to actually click. It just says unable to charge constant through this phone now. So I think it works again. Good. Just unplug it. It's on a USB-C charging stand, so it's easy to just do it, but annoying still. So let's actually go open desktop and let's make sure that it looks the same and there's
Kato
no
says,
difference, right?
Meow. How are ya?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? So the same things looks the same in the menu. So our screenshots are good. Good. So I think we're done with this instruction now because I wanted to have this done before the meetup in 2 days. So yeah, starting with the Pwnbox virtual machine. How to start the Pwnbox on HackTheBox. You're taking part of a meetup, and if you're doing labs,
I'm fine. Currently preparing an
great.
old PC to run Atlas OS, W11 edition.
Atlas OS. Yeah, I think I found that when I was googling before, but I've never ever tried it. So tell me more about it. And then using the Pwnbox. And the screenshots looks the same. Where to find programs, copy and paste there. So let's just search. I don't have any left to-dos in there. No to-dos. Goody good. And I set it again. That's my third goody good this stream, if you don't count when I talk about it. Let's fix this, or let's do this while we should use this terminal, I guess, right? We have two up now. So we have two different phone boxes. I guess we could also click the parrot one, but this is what I showed people in the instructions. So let's do screenshots here. Okay. And this is consistent with one of them. Let's look at the other one. So this one. So we have 10, 10, 14, 78, and 10, 10, 14, 2.
I mean,
EU
the system
Meetups
seemed to run
1.
more stable and use less resource than before. Especially storage usage went down a lot. Had a 32
Okay.
GB ink on the other device running Atlas, Pwnbox and use like 30 GB of it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so storage usage of Windows is quite big. I think what I didn't use it for was that I want Defender on there. And I don't think it had Defender, right? You don't have any protection at all like that. It's just very clean, nothing on it at all, right? So, which one should we use? Should we use the EU meetups? Or should we use the EU free? I'm kind of leaning towards this one because I think most people will not be on a meetup, right? So I'm going to close this one down. And let's see. Yeah, this is the one to terminate. 3, 2, and this is the dedicated labs. So terminate that one. So they don't have to, we don't want to have to use HackTheBox's resources, even if we don't pay anything for it, right? That would be kind. So there it is. So LSLA.
The device now got a 120 GB SanDisk SSD Plus and is a full desktop with an AMD A8 6600K, not that crazy
Okay.
slow Intel Atom.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but do you have any Defender on there? So I'm thinking this is a bad example of a directory to LSLA because people will be confused, right? I'm thinking I will not do this in Parrot. So we're actually closing this one down too. Let's just do like a normal nmap of ourselves with IP because we don't have a box yet. So let's do a long one. And then I'm done. It should work like any machine, right? We'll definitely look at that. And stuff like nmap works. What could we do more? Oh, by the way, LSLA, I'm curious. Oh gosh. Bash. You see show in here? It said bash, the thing we clicked though, so let's close this. Let's look at a few more things. We have little network traffic, memory, and processor here. We have the IP address, which is nice. But it was also on the front, so it doesn't need, you don't even need to look up. Click on a window to force application to quit or cancel, press escape. So escape. I'm just curious what things there are here. So here we also have a turn off. What is this line? No turn off here. System. Log out, lock screen. So the turn off location is here then. So I'm curious to see what it says on HackTheBox when we did that. So let's put this tab with hours over here. And this machine here should be turned off now. So what if I update? We should have 0 connections, but we have 2 connections. Whatever. Let's terminate there too. Oh, look at the times now. Will we have US good again? Australia 1 MS. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That the ping to Australia is 1 millisecond. That's not possible, right? And we have 22. We have Canada as the best. We had the US as the best. Currently, we have Germany and the UK at like, well, believable numbers. Once more. Then we're gonna just use our own. So now it says connect, and this one still, this is offline now because, yeah, I don't think I have ever connected to it or even looked at it, but it's sad. So here. Now Australia is 296 milliseconds. It was 1 just now, so, but I'm assuming this is a bug. We had Canada very low, lowest. We had also, I don't know if it was west or east. I think it was west that was lowest too at one point. So UK and Germany, that's logical. Let's have in Sweden. Not Australia. 1 millisecond. So we don't need any stuff. What am I missing? Yeah, also my laptop. I don't have any files on there.